which, speaking of the gym, I went last night. Do you have any gym pet peeves?
I have a couple of them. I don't go to a gym per se. I go to classes because that's the kind of a workout person I am. I need other people to motivate me. But when I used to go to a gym, some of the pet peeves that I would have is grunting. Very loud grunting that drives me insane. No. That's really not necessary, I don't think. And then people who, like, I would get onto the treadmill and just want to just kind of zone out and just run. And then somebody would get on and, like, want to talk.
Oh, yes. Okay. I was at the gym last night, and I was riding the bike. I never ride the bike. Last night was the first time that I did it, and I was watching this show that's on Netflix. It's called the Santa Clarita Diet. It's a new, it's about a zombie. A mom zombie. Mom. And so I was watching that show, and there are 10 bikes, right? And I'm a couple in, and so there's like 8 bikes that are free, and this woman comes and sits literally right next to me. And it's not, like, she didn't say anything to me, so I'm like, if she would have started maybe talking to me, maybe I would have been like, oh, okay, I have a new gym buddy. But she didn't say anything, she was just there next to me, and then literally 5 minutes later, some guy comes over. Keep in mind, now there's 7 available bikes, and he comes and sits on the other side of me, and I was like, oh. All right,
people are just
gang's
attracted to you.
And maybe I hope I'm not coming off as like this not friendly person. It was because I was watching a show that's about this woman zombie, and like in the show she's like doing as zombies do, eating people, like eating their flesh, and like I don't want them to be like, what is wrong with her? I don't want them to think I'm a weirdo. So I don't know. If you ever see me at the gym, that's what I'm doing, watching zombie people.
Now, if they started talking to you, would that have been okay?
Yeah, I would have been more comfortable.
You would have been more comfortable.
Yeah. I would have been like, I'm not crazy, it's just this new show. You know?
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, isn't that strange? I wonder if, like, maybe they just felt like that they wanted to be near someone else while they were working out.
All right. And then I was like, is this a competition? Are we all, should we be riding faster? Should I put my levels up so that I'm not on level 0 anymore? I don't know.
I don't know. It's
so
strange.
Come work out with me at the gym anytime.
People are strange, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really understand it. I want to be away from people because usually I'm sweating and sometimes I'm not smelling the best. So I don't want you near me. Don't come near me. This is not pretty when I'm sweating and working out.
Okay.
All right, well, we have a really cool thing. NBC's Al Roker is doing his Roker-thon again this year, and this is the 3rd year that he's doing it, but this time he's going to be doing things a little differently, and if you're a college student or no one, listen carefully. This year, he's going to college campuses across America trying to set new records. Take a look.
History belongs to the bold. This illustrious weatherman holds 2 Guinness World Records titles. And now, it's your chance to join him. Al Roker is going
If you would like Al Roker to come to your school, here's how you can get him there. Simply make a video showing off your epic school spirit, explaining why he should do a live weather forecast from your campus, and what Guinness World Records you'd like him to help break at your school. Now, remember, in 2015, Roker visited WSLS 10 in Alexandria as part of his cross-country journey to visit all 50 states in 1 week. A year earlier, he completed a record-setting 34-hour weather broadcast. So all you have to do, go to WSLS.com for more information, including how to submit your video, and good luck. We'd love to get him in this area.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, before we head to break, we wanted to share a gorgeous image with you. This picture was sent to us on Facebook by Teresa Guthrie. Look at that. It's a stunning photo of the sunrise at her home in Natalie, Virginia. This is out near Brookneal and Halifax. This was taken yesterday.
It is so gorgeous. Teresa, thank you so much for sharing. And if you all want to share images with us on social media, please do go like our page, Daytime Blue Ridge. You can post them on our wall, or you can send them to us on Messenger. We love to see what you guys are doing. You can share these beautiful images from all around our area.